Hey everyone, it's Phoenix and Michael Gray, otherwise known as Arglefumph, playing Deadly Device. And in our last video, we couldn't figure out what it was, but soon after we stopped recording, we figured out the first word is probably Tesla's, Tesla's apostrophe S. And after that, with the rest of it, putting it together, it says Tesla's hometown. Though we currently can't write anything there, but we know what it says, so.
Yeah, so we did not look up the answer on Game FAQs or the Her Interactive forums. We solved it ourselves, legitimately.
We did.
So this is Mason.
Right, let's talk to him.
If it looks like I'm busy, that means I'm busy.
What are you working on?
It's immensely complicated. Get a postgrad in advanced math and electrical engineering, then I'll explain it to you.
Put it in layman's terms.
Fine. There's this shiny magic that lives in the power lines, and it's dangerous and sly like a fox. And I'm using math to trick it into leaving the power lines, without accidentally making everyone die.
That sounds like you're working on the wireless transmission of electricity to me.
If you want to put too fine a point on it, go ahead, stranger. Which brings me to my next point.
Who am I?
Please let the answer be something that justifies me kicking you out of my workspace.
I'm here on behalf of a new potential owner.
Wrong.
No, that's correct.
Okay.
No, I mean wrong answer for me. Not the answer I wanted to hear.
What was his name again? Mason?
Yeah, it's Mason.
So he's working with his computer screen off.
He probably just hid it because he doesn't want you to see what he's doing, since he's so pretentious like
He was busy looking up the answer to the puzzle on his wall on Game FAQs.
Yes, that's
so
right,
he's hiding
yeah.
it from us. Doesn't look like he's writing anything in his notebook either. Okay. I'm not going to tell him about beating his high score, because then he'll get a new high score, and then I'll have to play that game again, and then that would just be painful.
That's a good idea.
Do you know why Ryan would want to hurt Nico?
The police already asked the same thing.
Well, what did you tell them?
I said if I were to have killed Nico, it'd be because he stole my work.
Whoa, hold on.
It's just a for instance.
Is it?
Yes, that's because I think logically. I force myself to think from A to B to C, and so on. Ryan is all over the place. For her, it's A to zucchini, to that thing from TV, to maybe C, then on to some non sequitur. I don't trust anyone I can't explain.
All right. That's just kind of odd.
Trust anyone he can't explain.
Well, if I killed someone, it would be because...
If I did it, it would have been...
It would have been for a logical
sharks.
reason, not because of zucchinis.
Did you work directly with Nico?
No one worked with Nico. We barely spoke to each other. That's the way he liked it. He practically lived in the lab. If he wanted to look at my work, he'd just root around in my hard drive.
So he'd come in here when you were gone?
No, he'd use the network.
He'd just snoop in your files? That seems kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Not kind of. Entirely. It's unethical, and it allowed him to steal.
Good.
Yeah, Nancy doesn't like it when people snoop through her things.
She snoops through everyone else's.
Yeah, but, I mean, her stuff is off limits, though. There's a difference.
That's right.
What do you remember about the day Nico died?
More than I'd care to.
I imagine. Did anything stick out?
Yes, the police. It was weird. One of us killed Nico, and here they were, talking about a basketball game, like it was any other day.
Which basketball game?
Like, is it that important?
Well, I'm interested. Colorado doesn't have a basketball team, I don't think. So, Maybe it was like a college basketball game. Okay, we'll say it's a college game.
Most likely.
Glad we decided this.
You said one of us. Why? Why not say someone?
It's just an expression.
It's not an expression I'm aware of.
Don't be contrarian. It doesn't suit you.
Okay, so contrarian is an expression I'm not aware of either.
There's a lot of new expressions in this game.
You mentioned Nico stealing your work. Can you prove that?
No.
You must be pretty upset about that.
Say what you really want to say.
Did the police know your feelings about Nico?
What a peculiar question.
Do you have a peculiar answer?
I do in fact have a peculiar answer. I actually told the police the truth. A more interesting question is, how is Ryan still a free woman?
Why shouldn't she be?
In this case, the smoking gun is a miswired Tesla coil that she built.
Dun 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 dun. Oh, we can't talk to him about Ryan? I want to meet this Ryan.
We haven't met her yet, so.
Yeah.
Did you dislike Nico?
Very much so.
Would you go as far as to say you hated Nico?
I would go that far, and further. That guy was a jerk.
That seems a little disrespectful, considering...
Does it? Am I supposed to pretend he's great now that he's dead? Lots of jerks have died, and he's one of them. He's a dead, brilliant, jerk madman. The world would be much better off if he'd lived to share more of his intellect. But I selfishly am glad I'll never have to deal with him again.
I think he's just mad that, you know, whenever Nico would go out for fast food or something, he would never pick up, like, an extra burger for this guy. He's one of those
burgers meant that much to him.
coworkers.
It seems strange to me that you could be so blasé about a murder.
I deal with things on my own time. But if you are desperate to watch someone cry, Ellie's always available.
Oh, dear.
Ouch, I don't cry, but the girl does.
So many insults, man. He's just throwing them at her.
Oh, man. We beat his high score on the game, but we are not beating his high score on the insult game.
No.
What do you think of Ellie?
Compare.
She hates me so much that she switched to the night shift. Come to think of it, she hates me so much I should actually feel a sense of accomplishment, which I now do. There it is.
What did you do that she dislikes you so much?
Why do you assume it was me?
You just said it was. You took credit for scaring her away. Should we say I took an educated guess, or you never know if you don't ask?
I guess the second one's nicer, I suppose.
This guy isn't being very nice, but will be nice.
You never know if you don't ask.
Don't accuse, you mean. And honestly, I've got no clue.
Okay.
Yeah, he's such a charming fellow. Maybe it's the tie.
What's so special about Tesla?
If you have to ask that, you haven't done your research.
I mean, to you. What brought you here?
The work. I turned down Los Alamos in a tenure-track position to be here. Most people don't know this, but the majority of Tesla's work was confiscated by the FBI.
Why?
Could be he was designing weapons. Could be he had a breakthrough that threatened the energy magnates. Don't know. It's all been hidden. What matters is, there's a little bit still here. I always suspected Nico had some squirreled away, and I'd be able to find it. But either he didn't, or I couldn't.
So Nico stole Tesla papers from the FBI. That's what he's
and
suggesting
it's hidden,
here.
and no one knows where it is.
Yeah, I think earlier we were talking about getting energy from space. So he's getting energy from the aliens in outer space. And that's why the FBI confiscated it.
I bet Sunny June has it.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. Next thing.
Can you tell me a little bit about Gray?
He always gives me an industrial-sized portion of the creeps. The only person who ever liked Gray was Nico. And I think he just liked keeping Gray around to scare everyone away from his work.
Did he try to scare you away from Nico's work?
No. He tried to scare me away from my own work.
What does that mean?
He was Nico's heavy. I figured he'd leave once the police gave the all clear. Trust me, if he's still here, he's up to something. Your boss would be smart to get rid of him.
What was Nico working on before he died?
There wasn't a name for it yet, officially. It was basically wireless energy transfer. That was helpful for you. So how about you tell me something about your boss?
I'm sorry, I can't. Confidential. What are you doing?
I want you to tell me what you know, but I can't tell if you're a pushover or not.
Oh.
Not.
Ah, efficiency. One of the rare graces of a post-manner society.
You said you were searching for Nico's work. Did you ever look in Nico's personal things?
Of course I looked.
Did you find anything?
I better get
They just
going.
looked, that's all we know.
See you later.
Of course I looked in the dead man's things. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of person do you think I am?
What are you
Can I point out
doing?
something about his office?
Hey, Ned sent us a text.
Uh,
I went to your house, but then I remembered that you were in Colorado, laughing out loud.
oh, Ned. Oh, wow. It's like my parents' text messages.
What are you doing?
Why can't
What are
I?
you doing?
What are you doing? What are
Clearly
you
can't
doing?
snoop when the other person's there.
Really? Because, you know, you think he would not be opposed to snooping.
Yeah, since he did it, and since he doesn't like Ellie, so why does he care? Okay.
Thought I could look at something.
Do you notice that?
So what is
Yeah.
Tesla's hometown? How are we gonna find that out?
Probably from a book.
A book, the Faraday
A
Cage.
Tesla book. A history Tesla book.
Oh, do you know specifically which book?
No, I don't. I have no idea. I didn't read any of the books.
Oh,
I'm just, you know,
I don't know how to read.
talking
Come
out
on.
loud.
I think there was one inside the library in Nico's office, and I'm gonna throw this out here. Nikola, it's the first 4 letters of the name Nikola. Right? Nikola Tesla?
Yes. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so what if he's a long-lost relative of Nikola Tesla?
That's why everyone's fascinated with him.
They're related. Nothing there. Maybe there was a book in the break room. I'm trying to remember where the book was.
The break room. It's called the lounge.
Oh.
Lounge, break room, whatever. Same thing.
You know, that looks more delicious than the cereal we had the other day.
What cereal was that?
I don't know, but it looks more delicious. One of these books has to be something. I mean, there's no reason to have the books here if I can't pick up one of them, right?
Or not yet, anyway. I suppose.
Oh yeah, I have to learn that I have to... whatever.
You have to figure out that you need a book first.
Okay. I just... I seem to recall, like, a Tesla book. Maybe it's here! Yes! So what's his hometown? His hometown was, I'm writing this down. Smiljan! Alright.